MoodWings by Crimson Wolf 360. I'm sorry, you did what? Rainbow asked, tilting her head to the side. Sitting at the corner cafe in Ponyville, Twilight Sparkle and a close friend, Rainbow Dash, enjoyed a nice breakfast consisting of oats, eggs, pancakes, and more than a few strawberries. At least they were until Twilight decided to share the events of her previous day with her prismatic friend. I said goodbye and went to the theatre. Why? Twilight asked, tilting her head to the side. Rainbow loved her friend dearly. She was kind, fun, intelligent to an alarming degree, and sweet, but for all her qualities, the pony sitting across from her also happened to be quite dense when she wanted to be. Granted, she'd only been an alicorn for a few months now, and learning to fly had taken quite a bit of her time to learn the nuances of Pegasi's societal norms, but still. Okay, just run this by me one more time. I need to make sure I didn't miss something here, Rainbow replied slowly. Twilight shrugged. Okay, I was in line for the movie yesterday when I ran into Derpy. She's a nice mare and we get along really well. So we started chatting. While we were moving in line, she brushed her feathers against my cutie mark and... She began but halted as Rainbow held up a hoop. I thought I heard you right, Twilight. She brushed her feathers against your cutie mark, Rainbow replied, looking expectantly to her lavender alicorn friend. Okay, and? Twilight asked, raising her eyebrows to match Rainbow's expectant look. Rainbow immediately face-hooped. Twilight, do you not know what that means? Or do you just not care when ponies sexually harass you in public? She deadpanned. An aghast look instantly took over Twilight's face. Sexual harassment? She exclaimed. Now, with over 3/4 of the venue staring at them with concerned glances, Rainbow quickly hushed her friend and leaned in close, gesturing for Twilight to do the same. No need to announce it to the whole restaurant, Twi. But yes, sexual harassment. You mean you seriously don't know? She pressed, a genuine look of concern forming on her muzzle. Twilight hastily shook her head. No! Why would I know that? I was a unicorn my whole life, in a city populated by 90% unicorns. Ponyville is 75% earth ponies and 12% unicorn, so I haven't exactly had a ton of pegasi in my life to show me what counts as sexual harassment in the avian world. She whisper-shouted, holding her head in her hooves. It's okay. That's what you got me for, alright? Now look, for future reference, anytime a pegasus touches your cutie mark with their feathers in any way, they're propositioning you for sex, or essentially saying they want to get frisky with you, Rainbow explained. Twilight quickly nodded. Okay, good to know. Derpy is a much more forward mare than I would have expected, she admitted. Dash scoffed as she leaned back in her seat. Are you kidding? We had a nickname for her in high school, called her Slurpy Derpy for a reason. That mare has been through more stallion meat than a changeling. Honestly, what's surprising is that she's going after mares now too. She shook her head. Twilight shrugged. Well, now that I know better, I'll be sure not to let it happen again. Derpy is a nice mare, but I'm more interested in stallions. Rainbow nodded and continued to devour her pancakes. Twilight, seeing the conversation had come to an end, decided to finish off her scrambled eggs, but just as she finished her plate, a thought wormed its way into her head. Hey, Rainbow, she asked. Rainbow inquisitively replied through a mouthful of pancake. Are there any other things I should be aware of with regards to Pegasi body language, the wings specifically? Twilight replied, glancing down at her wings. Rainbow swallowed her food and fixed Twilight with a worried frown. Don't tell me that more stuff happened with Derpy than what you already told me. Twilight quickly shook her head. Oh, no, not with Derpy. Rainbow gave her a deadpan look once again. Spill! Well, there was the time Thunderlane wrapped his wing around mine. Kinda like if you were holding hooves with... Twilight began. Yep, that means he wanted sex, Dash interrupted. Twilight deflated slightly. Okay. There was also that time Flitter patted my back with her wing during the wing power training for when we had to create a tornado to siphon all the lake water to Cloudsdale, and when I looked back at her, she had one feather in the shape of a circle and another in the shape of another circle, and they were kind of mashing against each other, she explained, her voice falling more and more quiet as she saw the look Rainbow was giving her. Seriously? Rainbow deadpanned. There was also that time Spitfire gave me one of her primary feathers that fell out after the tornado, Twilight sheepishly recounted. That was a proposition for sex, Rainbow muttered quite bitterly and with a small blush on her muzzle. What about the time Fluttershy used her wing to tickle me at one of our sleepovers? Twilight pressed, sinking into a chair in embarrassment. Sex, Rainbow answered. Why are so many things involving wings just about sex? Have I been doing the same thing? I brushed my feathers through Flitter's mane last week. Sex. I poked Cloud Chaser's chest tuft with my wing. Sex. I gave a wing hug to Blossom Forth. Might as well have asked her to marry you. Twilight groaned, sinking fully into her seat until just her head was level with the table. Rainbow, seeing the clear level of embarrassment and shame her friend was experiencing, reached over and gently patted Twilight's wither with her wing. Thanks. This isn't you trying to proposition me too, is it? Twilight grumbled. Rainbow laughed. Ha! As if. Nah, this is just a normal, friendly kind of wing patting. If I were to do it on top of your head, then you'd know I was trying to get you into your bed, she explained. Twilight sighed. Well, while we're discussing it, are there any other things I should know when it comes to wings? Rainbow tapped her chin in thought for a few moments. Well, you might want to avoid waving with your left wing while facing straight on with a pegasus. That's like one of the worst insults you can do. Twilight nervously looked away. You've been exclusively waving with your left wing and making direct eye contact, haven't you? Rainbow deadpanned. Twilight shamefully nodded and buried her muzzle into her hooves. No wonder Crafty Crate was so peeved at you. You basically told him to go buck himself. Rainbow sadly shook her head. Not helping, Twilight pouted. Relax, Twi. At least you didn't do the cardinal sin of getting a wing boner in front of the whole town. Rainbow chuckled, though it quickly became apparent that she was chuckling alone. Rainbow's mirth quickly died off as she saw a look of dread on Twilight's face. I should probably get you a book on Pegasi wing cues, huh? Rainbow sheepishly chuckled. You mean there was a book for this the whole time? Twilight cried, her wings flared wide in frustration. A wolf whistle could be heard off in the distance.
I thought I was polite, just waving my wing. Turns out I've been saying the wrong thing. Brushed Derpy's feathers, didn't have a clue. Now Rainbow tells me that's a pegasi woo. Flitter's little circles, Spitfire's feather gift. I thought they were gestures, I'd caused a big rift. Tickled by Fluttershy, a friendly display. Nope, Dash says Twi, that's foreplay. Why are wings so scandalous? I can't believe I missed all this fuss. Every flap, every brush, every move I make somehow screams, let's procreate. Wings are more than tools for flight. They're secret signals of delight. I need a guide, some help, a clue to stop inviting every pony to rendezvous. Gave a wing hug to Blossomfort. Dash says that's a vow of worth. Poke Cloud Chaser's chest with a feather. Apparently, I just asked for forever. Rainbow told me watch your left wing wave. Now I've insulted crafty crates to his grave. Can't believe my faux pas, they're piling high. Why didn't any pony warn me? Why are we so scandalous? I can't believe I missed all this fuss. Every flap, every brush, every move I make somehow screams, let's procreate. Wings are more than tools for flight. They're secret signals of delight. I need a guide, some help, a clue to stop inviting every pony to rendezvous. Rainbow said a book exists, could have saved me from all of this. From wing boners to friendly pets, Pegasi language feels like I'm back. I'll study hard, I'll learn the code. No more mixed signals on the road. Now every move feels loaded with risk. Wing cues they call it, what a discursive twist. But I'll master this art, I'll learn the lore. Won't accidentally flirt with ponies anymore. So next time Spitfire gifts me a plume, or derpy brushes feathers assume, I'll wave my wing with confidence and grace, finally knowing the meaning in place. Why are we so scandalous? I can't believe I missed all this fuss. Every flap, every brush, every move I make somehow screams, let's procreate. Wings are more than tools for flight. They're secret signals of delight. I've got the guide, I'll see this through. No more accidental rendezvous. Odysee cues, I'm learning the way. No more blushes or awkward displays. I'll master my wings, I'll get it just right. Twilight sparkle, ready for flight.
It's the Mr. Tony Fiction channel. Mystery, also available as a podcast on Spotify. Bonnie and Easy Rainbow is Miss Tony, by the way. Fiction. Fiction. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also become a member for early access and exclusive content. Only $149 a month.